and welcome to the special second upload of the day. The 5-hour Energy 500 at Pocono. Let's go through our starting grid for today's race at the Tricky Triangle. Row 1 has number 5, Quicker State Chevrolet of Gavin Royston. And the number 48, Cobalt Tools Chevrolet of Mountain Cala. Row 2 has number 39, Army Chevrolet of Keegan Royston. And the number 7, Speed Energy Dodge of Anna Lloyd. Row 3 has the Blue Deuce, Dover winner Jake Rogers, and the 21 of Curtis Potter. Row 3 has the number 29 of Nick Listerman, and number 24, Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet of Jackson Irving. Row 5 has the number 78, Furniture Row Impala of Matt Kemp, and the number 18, M&M's Toyota of Connor Breton. Row 6 has number 22, Shell Pennzoil Dodge of Christian Baker, and the Red Bulldozer, the number 83 Red Bull Toyota of Jeremy Caronios. In the row behind them, it's the Cheerios Chevrolet of Dylan Schwallenberg, and the number 15 Napa Toyota of Austin Waldrop. Following them in row number 8, it is number 1 Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet of Chase Cuthbert, and the 47 Clorox Toyota of Ben Lloyd. In row 9, it's the number 88 National Guard Chevrolet following a hard race at Dover. And the number 9 Stanley DeWalt Tools Ford of Wyatt Morgan. Finally, rounding out the field today, the number 92 Discount Tire Dodge of Leo Rogers. There's your field for today's running of the 5-hour Energy 500 at Pocono. Let's take a look at today's special camera angle, and there you see it. It's the start-finish line. Since there's no special features about this track except for the fact that it's a triangle. But Pocono is a very exciting track. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Center this a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And so, yeah, there's your photo finish camera, I guess you could call it, for the day. So, one pace lap around Pocono might take a bit, but we're going to do it here for today's race. And by the way, guys, I also am soon might be having a tutorial on maybe not a tutorial, but me showing the pre-race, before the race, me preparing, getting the roster set up. So yeah. So we are about a minute and 20 seconds away from hearing those most famous words in motorsports and getting today's 5-hour Energy 500 kicked off. And man, I am excited for this race. I love Pocono, one of my favorite tracks. But I'm more excited for next race, to Michigan. I went to this race in real life. It was a great race. Brad Keselowski hit the wall right in front of me. And there was a lot of smoke, and it's just a really fun experience. And if you ever get the chance to go to a NASCAR race at a track like Michigan, Daytona, Talladega, or even Bristol. Bristol's a really fun track to see from what I hear. Take it. I mean, it's very fun going to the races. The noise is one of the best parts. I mean, I personally am not one for loud noises. I hate loud noises. And so, I was pretty happy to hear that today we had a field trip and I missed a fire drill, so I was pretty happy to hear that. But, so, yeah. But, I mean, despite the loud noise, if you have earplugs, wear them. My friend Austin, actually, also known as Ninja Z's Guns, he tried taking his out for a lap and it didn't last very long. He just, one car came by and he put him right back in, so. Yep, that's enough of my race experience. Let's go trackside for those most famous words in motorsports here at Pocono.
Drivers, start your engines.
Seems like we either get that command or one of them, other old guys' commands. But it's better than the old lady. Drivers, start your engines. If you have this game, you know what I'm talking about. Even if you have the demo. You know what I'm talking about. So, there's your field for today's race. As they head off into turn number 1 at Pocono. Only 3 turns here, like we've made we made points about how many times. It's called the tricky triangle for a reason. It's tricky and it's shaped like a triangle. So they're now on. See, I have a problem with calling something the backstretch here. But so yeah, it's kind of just like this track. It's kind of just like a gigantic tri-oval, but with shorter turns and not as bigly banked turns. Sorry if you hear some background noise, guys. So we have these 19 drivers all fighting for a win here as they come off, as it looks like they're going to go off into the tunnel turn for the first time today. And this is a pretty good camera shot we got here, especially the placement of the camera. It's right in the tunnel turn. Sorry about the background noise here. As they come off into straightaway number 3, this track also has the longest front stretch in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Let's see if I turn my light on here. Does that help anything? Is the light even on? Nope. Does that help? No, it doesn't look like it. But what I'm feeling might help is that helps a little bit. Turn that annoying light off for you. But here we go. It's going to be Royston and Cicala to lead them to the green. You also, guys, got to remember, I'm watching this on my teeny camera screen, so it's going to look a lot better on the computer than it does on my camera. But the pace car dips in. We're about ready to get things kicked off in the 5-hour Energy 500 at Pocono. As you see it, the green flag is flying. We are now racing at Pocono. Cars going down that long front stretch here at Pocono. Royston's going to lead them into turn number 1. As you can see just how closely packed this racetrack is. But they are able to keep it green going on to the second straightaway. So if you heard some background noise there, guys. As they go into the tunnel turn, see what happens. They're still green. They're getting awful bunched up. The 2 goes into the grass. He's back up onto the racetrack. And trouble. Trouble going into turn number 3. As the race back to the line is going to be won by Keegan Royston. Wins it back to the line. Let's take a look at the replay of that wreck. Let's see what happened here. It was just coming off of the tunnel turn. Let's see. I know Matt Kemp was involved. Let's take a look at Matt Kemp. Let's do the 3 wide here. Let's get way too bunched up. See the 2 go shooting off the track there. They're still racing it clean. 2 comes back on. Everybody freaks out. So then, ooh, the 83 hit the wall a little bit. So Kemp and a wall drop. Really the only 2 big cars involved. But let's take a look at what happened to the 2 there who was the leader. He was really the kind of the cause of this whole wreck. And by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, when he slid off the track there was like no. So he hits the wall, Royston gets into him. There was no like dirt getting kicked up. How do you make it so that there's like a dirt trail following the car? Please either personal message me or tell me in the comments. I don't care as long as I know how. I mean, I've tried pretty much everything. I've turned everything on and stuff, and it just doesn't seem to be working out for me. So yeah. It looks like the 21's got some pretty heavy damage here on the left side of his number 21 Motorcraft Ford. Oh yeah, I can definitely, you guys probably can't see that very well. There, that's a little bit better. I find that the further down I tilt it, the better you guys can see. He'll dip into pit road right here. Anybody else? Austin Waldrop's taking a pit stop. Matt Kemp is actually staying out, surprisingly. I thought he was going to pit for sure, but he's staying out. He will be starting in the back, though. Yep, well, let's accelerate the cautions, because with the number of cautions that I expect in this race, in the length of the laps, so on lap 3, 4, pace lights are on. 5, pace lights are off. So this is a 20-lap race around Pocono. And if we can go without caution, this race should be pretty quick. I hope I can upload this, though. I'll do my best to accelerate stuff. But, yeah. So, is this the second first stretch, or is this the first? I think this is the second. Let's accelerate a little bit. As you can see him here. Now they're, I think, going... Yes, they're now entering the final turn. Turn number 3 here at Pocono. These cars getting ready to take the green flag again. When they get down there, let's go to pit lane number 1. As soon as the pace car pulls in, which it does about right now. So let's see our cars fly by. There you see the flag waving. As there is your field for the restart, as Keegan Royston has already lost the lead to Nick Listerman. For some reason that guy's still waving his flag. Contact between Listerman and Lloyd. Trouble, the 22 goes around. We'll check on that caution later. Was there even a caution flag that went out? Yes, there was. Oh, the 9 makes a great save coming off of the turn. Let's see. They're going to get back to the line here. Entering turn number 3. Do we have any further incidents? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yes, we did. Potter and Waldrop. Wyatt Morgan won the race back to the line, by the way. Alright, so now let's check on what happened to Curtis Potter and Austin Waldrop. They're at the very back of the pack here. Alright, let's see this. This is coming out of the tunnel turn, turn number 2. See, they're racing pretty clean right now. Waldrop tries to go low on Potter. They just touch at the wrong spot, it looks like. Then, Potter gets into the wall and turns Waldrop around. Then, 22 car, you're going to see 22 coming in down here soon. There's Baker, and he barely avoided that wreck too. So let's see Baker's incident now. Again, guys, I will be accelerating cautions. So, yeah. Alright, so Christian Baker currently running 3rd. You can see Anna Lloyd there running side by side for 3rd right there with Martin Cicala. And it looks like clean so far. Gets squeezed between Listerman and Anna Lloyd. Baker, the only car involved, though. Good job by the rest of the field to see that smoke and avoid it. But it looks like Baker should still have a pretty good car and still be in contention to win this race. As that was just a very good save for him to get that car straight. Well, after spinning it around a couple times. But I told you there were going to be a lot of cautions. And we're already just about halfway through. And we've only run like 3 laps under caution. So it looks like the leader is you're going to want to be the leader in this race. It was just a very tight track. It's also a very fast track. As I think that was maybe turn number 1. I don't know. Yeah, that was turn number 1. So let's accelerate a little bit, shall we? Now they're going to the tunnel turn. Now they're off of the tunnel turn and about to go back to the green flag racing. By the way, guys, the reason why I'm using TV2 for a majority of this is because gives you that nice big backstretch look. And when they're on the backstretch, that's when a lot of the infractions and stuff happen. Either when they're on the backstretch or they're on the second straightaway coming off of the tunnel turn. So the pace car is going to dip in. Yet again, let's go to our finish line camera. The green flag is waving yet again, and here comes the field. And now Listerman leads them off into turn number 1. Let's see. Ooh, contact here between Johnson and Cicala. They are going to keep it green though, coming off of turn 1. But as they approach the tunnel turn, should be pretty interesting to see what happens here. Ooh, the 48 made a pretty good save there. He gets into the wall, so does Lloyd. Treble, Lloyd goes around. So does Leo Rogers. Lloyd collects Matt Kemp. Pace car's out. Listerman leads him back to the line here, as it does not look like any further infractions. Nope. Let's take a look at the replay here. See what happened to the number 47 Clorox machine of Ben Lloyd. Man, he spun multiple times after being hit by Kemp. Let's look at TV number 1 now. Shot from TV 2. Now let's see what happens here. He goes into turns. A good save right there by Cicala. But Cicala, Lloyd hits the wall, goes down, hits the 92 car. Then look, all these cars go low. Kemp, though, did not see Lloyd. Just got right into him. Everybody avoided the 92, though, so he may be able to continue on with this race. As Lloyd's currently in the pits were closed, so he will be held for a penalty if he decides to stay in the race. We're more than halfway through. We have about 10 to go. Lap 14, pace lights are still on. Lap 15, pace lights are off. So we will be getting the green flag with 5 laps to go, and I feel like I've accelerated through a lot of this race, and boy, is it a good thing, because if I did not, this point would be at about 36 minutes into the video. So, and that's not a video that I would upload. If my rule is, if it's over 40 minutes, I do not upload it. And so, yeah, that's why I now accelerate cautions. So this is the remainder of your field. The whole field, actually. Is anybody retired? Yes, Matt Kemp is the only driver that retired. Because he probably just knocked the radiator or something right out of the car. Not right out of the car, but right out of position. He messed something up when he hit the side of the 47. As they're going to go, this is a tunnel turn. It looks like it is. The reason why I call it the tunnel turn is because, I don't know, it's just turn 2 is like, I get the turns mixed up sometimes. It's kind of weird, I know, but you can see the screech marks on the second backstretch, on the second straightaway, I should call it, from the Lloyd Rogers Kemp spin. So, we've had 3 cautions today. Hopefully we can actually finish a lap here at Pocono. This has been just terrible here. And so, yeah. Car is coming out of turn 3 onto the front stretch. Pace car is in. Let's go. Once again to our camera. And the green flag is flying. We are now racing once again at Pocono. As Voist is going to look low on Listerman here. Voisterman to the inside of Listerman, and now look at Coronas on the inside, the red bulldozer. Treble Listerman into the wall. Didn't rebound off of anything and hit anybody. They're still green. As Coronas with the lead, looking for his second win of the year. Keep it green so far. Cars in the wall. 88 goes around, collects a 2. Are we still green? Yes, we are. Still green flag racing. As see the 18 there, slow on the inside. As it's now Waldrop and Cuthbert battling for position with Nick Listerman. We have now completed a lap. I think this is like our first lap we've completed under green. As Waldrop's going to go low on Listerman into the turn. Waldrop and Cuthbert get together. Cuthbert into the wall. So does Waldrop. See Ben Lloyd there in that blue car, the very back. That turn 2 is where most of the incidents have happened. But you can see your leader, Gavin Royston. He's trying to win his second race of the year. Single file for the most part. Ken Johnson is retired from the race. We'll take a look at his infraction when the race is over. It's now going to be Royston leading him back to the line again. Still green. Caroni is following closely behind, and now see Jackson Irving right there in that purple car. As they dip into the turn, here comes 83. 83 got a good run there, but he would not have. The 5 was there, so he couldn't use it. The 18 gets into the wall. Trouble, the 39 goes around. Now we are under caution. This is a race back to the line for the win. This with 2 laps to go, they both get into the wall. Here comes Irving. Jackson Irving in the 24. Where did he come from? He's into the turn, into the lead. It's going to be Irving coming around the final turn. And it's going to be Jackson Irving to be the winner at Pocono. They get the caution with 2 to go. Jackson Irving won the race back to the line and most likely the race. Let's take a look now at both incidents. Saw 39 go around. Tegan Royston. Saw him go around. Let's take a look at this. This is with him and Live Morgan at the start of the lap. As see, he's following Morgan right there. See the red and blue, the red and yellow car. That's the 22. You're clean so far. 9 flips high. 39 goes low. That was a mistake right there. They get together. 9 gets into the wall. Turns the 39 around. The 22 almost made it through. But unfortunately, almost very rarely counts. That's what brought a race-ending caution out. Now let's see what happened to Ken Johnson, remember, a few laps ago. Caution, the incident that I did not cover. Probably called me Mr. ESPN or something, not calling the Rex, but okay. So here you see there on the backstretch. Johnson, we're clean so far. See him here, 29 gets into the wall. Ooh, he went for a pretty wild ride into that inside wall. Look at the 33. The 33 went for a ride too. And man, he went for a very wild ride. How did he get involved in this? Let's take a look at this here. Can you see that pack right there? Now see the 88 right there. Go around into the 15. He goes trying to save it. Holding the brake into the outside wall, into the inside wall. Going around and around, gets it forward. That did not bring out the caution though. However, the race is now over. And Jackson Irving. Well, no, this is the white flag lap right here. Let's watch it. It's Jackson Irving. What just an outstanding performance. So let's take a look at his pass for the lead. This is them racing single file with 2 to go. Now let's see how Irving got the lead. Let's go on board. Now this is on board with Irving. And also I'm using Camera Control Master. Here you can see 2 cars. And that was how he got the lead. And this is him leading him back to the line here. Here you see the caution flag. And that was a pass for the win. Well, that's it. We're still under caution. This is the final lap of this race here as you can see, the 5 car, what's 5 doing? Is he trying to maybe pass him or something? If you would pass him, it would be the 5's official win. However, I don't know that NASCAR would accept that. I think NASCAR would probably penalize him. But look at the 5 here coming off of turn number 4. Or 3, rather, excuse me. Is the 5, oh, 5's making a pit stop. Maybe the 5 passes him while he's in the pits. Let's see. 5's in the pits. 1 decides not to go. Nope, the 24 beat him there. Well, that's today's race. And there you see it. Jackson Irving, just an amazing job by him to get that pass, coming back to the caution flag. And the unofficial points have not changed. So yeah, make sure to join us next time when we go for the hell of a good 400 at Michigan.